Hello everyone, I want to welcome you to my YouTube channel. Um, I haven't put up a video in probably a good week or so here, so I figured I'd throw up another Atari example before I head out for the night. So, haven't really planned anything. I'm just heard somebody recently contacted me and wanted to know how to change the colors, so I thought that would be probably a good place to start. And what is today's date? I always like to prone to put the dates in each time. It's a good habit to get into. So there's a lot of graphics modes you can use, anywhere from graphics 0 all the way up to graphics 15, and then no 17, because you add the plus 16, it creates the new graphics mode, so it's up to 16 graphics modes basically. So 1 plus 16 is 17, and when you add the 1, it actually gets rid of the text window. But in this example, we won't do that. I'm just going to show some color examples here. We'll just set this one equal to 1, just to start off the colors. And I think I'll just make maybe color bars or something, I don't know. We'll set a loop. We're going to start in the upper left-hand corner. We're going to move all the way across 39, because there's 40 rows, counting to 0. And we're going to set color to color, as we did there. So it increments through color as we go through it. We're going to change it. That means add 1 to the color. And if it's greater than 3, then we're going to flip back. Now we don't want to set it to 4 because it'll basically put a black dot on the screen, and I don't want a black dot right now. And just set it back to 1. And then once we've completed the first row, oops, I should have created a second loop. So let me just do this. So 70 for y equals 0, I think it's to 19, or something like that. I don't know how else to clear the screen right now. Okay. Alright, so 100 is going to be, so far what we've done is we've created a variable that draws a color all the way across the screen. We haven't drawn anything yet, but we're going to do that next. So we're going to set x comma y so we can draw it across the screen. Now there's also a draw tool for those who want to draw. You could draw different things, but I'm not going to use draw tool right now. I'm just going to use plot. And then once we reach the left-hand side of the screen, we're going to basically make it flip back to the side of the screen again and start down to the next row. That's our goal here. So if we plot x comma y, it'll go over 0. Y is at 0 to 19. That might be it. Let me see. Let's test it, see what happens. Yep, there it is. So see how quickly I created kind of a weird looking color diagram all the way across the screen. Just a few lines of code and instantly you're drawn. Now I'll show you what I was talking about earlier. If you put the 4 in here, it'll put a little, this time it'll have a black spot in there. They're actually basically this time it created color bars. That actually looks kind of cool. So the next thing we'll do is we'll change the color in the text window, which is 710, and we want to multiply this by something because we don't want to just do 4 colors. We want to do up to, was it 256 colors? Let me see something here. Maybe 64 will work. See if I don't get an error on that. I already did. That was too many colors. The way you can test this is you can take color, which is 4, and just multiply by 4, and you'll see that it came out. So if we did something like 63, that would work. I forgot to account for the 0. My bad. So hopefully it'll work this time. There it goes. It's quickly changing the color bar window. You can see the color. Only one of the color bars is actually changing, but you won't see it until it actually stops. This is quickly changing it as we're going through the screen there. So we could also set it in a sudden increment by dividing it by 4 or something like that. Every 4 colors it'll change to some weird stuff here. Psychedelic effect here. That's hypnotizing. I don't like that. Alright. Because what it's doing is it's waiting every 4 iterations to change the color. This time we'll go in and we'll change one of the other colors. Let's see if that does that. What I think it's going to do. Yeah, it does. It changes the top one. You can also see how it's slowing down. So I kind of redrawing them. So there's color 1, and I'll show you some other things here. We'll just do it from the window here. This is the text color of the text right here. It'll change the text color, so whatever color you set it to. And, oh, it actually changes the top one too. That's right. Okay. And then 710 changes the bottom one. So you can see all the colors there. That's how the Atari changes colors. And I actually like those colors. That's kind of cool. If you peek into the modes here, you can kind of see what the colors are. Excuse me, my key does not want to work very well. You can see there's the colors. So if you wanted to say 3250 and 255, you could reuse those in another program. Okay, so next, I think I'll demonstrate draw to and erase this, and I'm going to recover a few of these lines. So we could change the graphics mode if you wanted to. You could go to 4 or 5 or whatever. It's just going to shrink the lines down to kind of show you what happens here. And you can draw. We already know that's going to be the orange color right there. You can draw using these colors. You can also put them on multiple lines if you want, like this. So we'll just plot a point on the screen. I have no idea what I'd want to draw right now. Something that's not going to take too long. We'll just draw a square, I guess. So we'll start it over 10. So that this first variable is how far you're drawing it over. So we're drawing it over 10. The second one is the vertical, how far down we're going to make it. And then how far we're going to draw over. So draw to means draw to another coordinate. So it's going to draw across the screen with the first coordinate. So whatever we add to 10 here will move the line across the screen, essentially. So if we set it to like, I don't know, 20, and keep it at 5, that'll draw a line straight across the screen. And you see how the graphics mode is smaller now. So actually we're going to increase this. This is a larger graphics mode. Let's see what that does. No, it's too far. Overestimated. Trying to figure out how big the node is. Okay, that's good enough. You can also do that for list. And now we're going to draw from the next point, and you don't have to use plot again, you just use draw to, and it'll remember the last position of draw to. So right now, draw to is looking at 50, 5, and we can just draw from that place. So we're going to stay at 50, and this time we're going to draw down the screen. I'm going to try 25 and see how far down it goes. That's good enough, I guess. Almost got a little square going. And then the next line is going to, we'll just put another line. It's going to start drawing run from 50, 25 to wherever we want to go. We want to go back to 10. So we're essentially just going to draw from here, which is at 50, over to 10, and we're going to keep the 25 at 25. And there you go. And finally, we're going to complete the square by going back to our original position, so it's going to copy that in the draw to, and you'll see a square. There you go. Here's a little square. You could make it into a little TV if you wanted. You just have to position, let's say something like antenna. I don't know how to spell that. Antenna. My 9 does not want to work right. Okay, so we're going to plot the, we're going to change the color, and we're going to essentially plot it in between 50 and 10, somewhere kind of in the center, but not exactly in the center, because it's going to probably, if we said something like this, 50, let's see, that's, let's see, that's 50 minus 10, so that's 40 divided by 2, let's say 40 divided by 2 times 2 or something, no, not times 2, plus 10 or something like that. So 30 or something. I'd say probably 25. Let's just try 25 and see what that gets us. So plot 25, and then we're not going to be on 10. We want to be on the line above it. So we're going to be on 9. Oh, actually I put it in the wrong position. I meant the 5, so it should be at 4. So you have the wrong one. Right there. So that'll plot it up pretty close. That's pretty close to what an antenna would look like. And then we're going to draw it out like a TV antenna would look. This is kind of old-fashioned days before what we called rabbit ears. And we're going to draw it over to, but not quite all the way over, maybe halfway over. Let's see, if we're at 25 and we started at 10, we could maybe do 15. And then we want to draw it up maybe, I don't know. Let's see how big is the whole map here. Let's see, I want to see something here. So the whole, it goes from 5 to 20, so 25 minus 5, so it's basically 20. Just doing some little math here, so maybe, I don't know, 10? Let's see if that works. Oops, I went the wrong way. Got too focused on my math. So what you want to do is you want to draw it backward. So like that. That's what I wanted to do. Yeah, it kind of looks like a TV antenna. Now we've got to figure out how to position the other dot. We'll do dot number 2. We'll leave it at the same color. Figure out this one. You can just say 20. Let's see. 50 minus 10 divided by 2 is 20. Maybe 35. Let's see what that looks like. Not bad. Now we want to make it equally the same as the other one. So the other one is 25 minus 15, so it's over 10. And then we're going to draw it up over 10, so 15 plus 10. So 25, and then at 0. Oh, wait, why did I go the wrong way? You can kind of see what's going on. I meant to add it. I was doing the original one. I should have did the 45. So it takes it the other direction. Like that. Kind of cool. I think it's pretty close to a TV. Now, if you want to draw the center part, you can do that too. We'll change the color again, I guess, just to be specific or something here. Now, what we want to do is we want to, remember, we started at 10, 5, so we want to come down maybe, I don't know, a couple lines, maybe 5 or something like that. We'll test it, and then we'll come down with this one, and then the 10, we want to move it over so it's not drawn on the same line. So maybe 15, let me see. 10. That's too far down. I think that's going to be too far. Actually, I'll leave this one orange. We don't really need to change this one. I'll show you why in a minute. And then we're going to draw it over 15, 10 to, oh no, not 10, 5, right? It started at 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe 8. I got 2 dots on here. Oh, I had 2 there. That's pretty good. I changed the color again. I didn't want to change the color. Oh, so I do need to put this back to the other color. So we'll set this to 130 and 120 will be color 1. You can kind of see what's happening here. Okay. So we're going to draw a little box inside of this now. Remember earlier we drew over to 50, and here we went down, what is that, 5, 6, 7, 8, like 3 or so. So we don't want to draw it over to 50 because we made it over to 15. So we made 45, comma 8. Just keep it on the same line essentially, like that. Doesn't look too great, but it's going to draw the inside of the TV. And then, remember we drawn from the last position, 45, comma 8. So we're going to stay at 45, and we don't want to go down to 25. We want to come up, how far down was I? 50? So come up a few. I think 47 would probably do it. And make sure that's right. Over 45, now 47. Oops, why did I say 47? No, it's down to 25, wasn't it? 25, so 24, 23, maybe 22. You know, all kinds of funny years here. Okay, like that, that's good. And then, finish it out. We're drawing now at 45, 22. We want to come back to our 15. Oh, wait, what did I do? Let's see. 45, oh, no, this has to come back. So, this is the backward. It was basically just staying on the same line, and then it was going back up again. It wasn't really doing anything. So 45, we want to come back to however far over we were at 15, was it? So we started at, we started at 15, so we just go back to 15. No, 15, 22. Excuse me. Like that. Okay, getting pretty close. And now we're just going to finalize it by going back to the original position, 15, 8. Like that. Now you can kind of see a TV. And it kind of looks like a TV maybe. Now I wanted to look up real quick. There's a fill command. It's called XIO. I might need to pause this just for a second to see if I can find that. Give me 1 second. Okay, guys, I've made an error here. So essentially what I had to do is I had to redraw the other thing in a different color for the plot to work. And you already see some of my other lines here. Let me just erase those. I was working on something here. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead put this back in. And I'm going to redraw this time that bottom part of the TV, or the center part in blue, which is necessary for the color routine to work, the color fill. I'll show you. Wait. My numbers are off here a little bit. Let's see, 130 plot 15, 8. Draw to 45, 22. Oh, it's just color. That's color 3. Okay. So now it's blue instead of the orange, and we're going to fill that color now. with a special command. Basically, it's a fill that you do inside the center there. So I hope this works. I took out some extra lines here, so I'm going to see if this is still going to work. But I made an error on it. S is for screen. No. So you have to position it inside of there for it to work. So I think it's looking for 15,8. I just put my old example, and I had put in some other code here, and I changed it, but I'm just going to put it back in. It seemed kind of repetitive, but I'm just going to throw it in anyway. (16,9). You can also shorten it with DR, like that. That's the same thing. It'll just convert it back when you list it again. See? And put this at 200. Save some code here and some time. And position it. You can abbreviate position with POS also. So typing it out. Book 765 gets the color. There it goes. So it filled in like the center part for like a TV. So that way you don't have to draw the center lines. I just thought I would show you that technique. That's all I was going to do for this video. I'm running out of time and I got to get up early in the morning, but I just thought I would demonstrate and show you a few examples on the Atari here. So please like and subscribe, and thanks for watching. This is Steve Morrow signing off.